Okay, today we are going to go over our third concept in our first unit. Today we'll talk about mean, median, mode, and range. And these are all pretty basic concepts. They sound super duper fancy and hard to figure out, but once you realize how quick they are to calculate, you'll be just fine. So let's start with our vocabulary terms. Your first term is the word mean, not mean as in she was mean to me on the playground, but the mathematical mean. You need to write down that mean is the average of a set of numbers. The median is the number in the middle of a list or set of numbers when all of the numbers are arranged from least to greatest. So you'll see later on I'm going to have a whole bunch of numbers and I'm going to put them in order from least to greatest. The median will be the one that ends up in the middle. The mode is the number that appears most often in a set of numbers. And the range is the difference between the highest and lowest values or numbers in a set of numbers. Okay, at this point go ahead and stop. If you need to rewind or pause for a minute to make sure you have all your vocabulary filled in, that's fine. Alright, so let's look at a random set of numbers. Let's pretend that I asked a bunch of kids how many pages they read during their 20 minutes of reading last night. Let's go through their answers. She says 15, 21, 17, 19, 22, 23, 29, 31, 12, 33, 21. So there's our set of numbers. All of those kids and their answers give us our data set. Here are our numbers in the order that I just read them off. 15, 21, 17, 19, 22, 23, 29, 31, 12, 33, and 21. To calculate the mean, or the average, we add up all the numbers in the data set and divide that total by the amount of numbers that we had. So let's do it together. 15 plus 21 plus 17 plus 19 plus 22 plus 23 plus 29 plus 31 plus 12 plus 33 plus 21 gives me a total of 243. 243 divided by the total number of numbers in my data set. Here's our set again. Let's count how many numbers there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 243 divided by 11 gets us 22.09, and I did use a calculator for that. On the ones that we practice, you probably will not need to use a calculator because they will all end on a whole number and you will not have any decimals. So the mean of our data set is 22.09. For now, just record the first two decimal places, the tenths and the hundredths. To calculate the median, put the numbers in order from least to greatest and find the one in the middle. So here's our data set. Again, same list of numbers, same answers, a number of pages read in 20 minutes. And I rearranged them. I put them in order from least to greatest. So in that order, 12, 15, 17, 21, 21, 22, 23, 29, 31, and 33. So to calculate the median, we need to start crossing them off on either end. So first I cross off 12, then 33, 15, 31. And on and on and on, back and forth and back and forth. I end up with 21 and 22 left. This happened because I had an even number of data points in my set. If you did not have an even number of data points in your set, you would only have one number left there, and that would be your median. But because I had two that were left in the middle, I have to find the average, or the mean, of those two. So I would do 21 plus 22 in my head, and I know that that is, 43? And 43 divided by 2 would be 21 and a half. And to calculate the mode, we look at our data set and figure out which number occurs most frequently. Here's your set of numbers again. Look at it for a second and see if you can figure out which one occurs most frequently. Sometimes it helps to look at them in order because it'll tell you if you have two of a certain number right next to each other, or 3 or 4 even. So here we had 2 of the number 21, so our mode is 21. And the last thing we're going to calculate is the range. To find the range, you find the difference between the highest value and the lowest value in your data set. Again, it helps if you look at them in order from least to greatest. Here I know my lowest value was 12, my highest number was 33. 33 minus 12 is 21, so the range for my data set is 21. Okay, I went through all of those pretty quickly. You can go back and rewatch however many you need to. If you need to rewatch the whole video again, you could do that. It won't take you very long. You could look on Khan Academy for further explanations, or you could check YouTube if you need to. For your summary, I want you to explain how to calculate the mean and the median of a data set. And then you need to write your question. It could be something you're confused about, something you'd like to discuss, or an example. And there is also one set of practice questions on the back of your SSS today. I would like for you to complete those before class tomorrow. Thanks. Have a good night.